Yo, it's your boy Dctree, and this is Dctree-Nation, the channel on YouTube that covers hoops and heroes. And today we talking hoops. We talking my San Antonio Spurs, y'all. And specifically, we're talking about DeMar DeRozan and the rumors that have been swirling for days on top of days on top of days on whether or not the Spurs are going to trade him to the Lakers, of all places, for Kuzma. So the question on everyone's mind, the debate that's on the forums, the debate that's on the Facebook pages, on social media overall, Twitter, should the Spurs pull the trigger on this trade? Should they do it, y'all? And that's why I'm making this video. But before I jump too deep into it, if you like my content, please sub to the channel. All right, guys. Should the Spurs, trade DeRozan for Kuzma and my boy Danny Green? Should they do that? Now, if you follow the channel, you know I have been an advocate for the Spurs to keep DeRozan because he does have the 20 points per game, the 5 rebounds, the 5 assists. One of the few players that's actually done that consistently. You just can't find that anywhere. But I have to admit, though, after the Spurs missing the playoffs, after seeing how strong the West has become, how good teams out East are, like the Miami Heat, for instance, the Spurs should strongly consider trading DeMar DeRozan for younger talent. Now, I understand Kuzma hasn't been playing lights out since LeBron came to town, but that doesn't really, mean a whole lot to me because I feel like the Spurs and their coaching staff can bring out Kuzma's best. So when I think of that, man, I think you probably need to take a risk and trade DeRozan, because one reason is DeRozan could just leave the Spurs. He could leave. As of this video, I don't know if he's going to opt out of his contract or not. If I was a betting man, I would say he's going to opt in, because you're not going to really get that much cash with everything that's going on with the league, in my opinion. So I think he stays, but then he could leave at the end of the season. So the Spurs could end up with nothing, absolutely nothing. And that's just not what you want to do if you're the San Antonio Spurs, because you got to remember, guys, we love the Spurs, but free agents don't. For whatever reason, free agents do not come to the Spurs. Maybe they feel like the culture is too, strict. Maybe, they feel like Popovich is too strict. Who knows? But they don't really come here. So the Spurs have to build their team, through the draft. Thank God we got the 11th pick. There's some rumors that we may move up. I might do another video about that. But as of right now, we have the 11th pick. We got a lot of young talent. So, DeRozan, he doesn't quite fit in. I mean, if we're really being honest, I like him as a player. I think we do give him a hard time because he isn't a superstar. I mean, there's only a few of them in the league anyway. So why are we giving this guy a hard time? But let's just imagine. Let's say DeRozan woke up a superstar tomorrow. A Kawhi, a LeBron, Anthony Davis, a top tier player in this league. Even if he went Super Saiyan 3, the Spurs may still miss the playoffs because we just don't have the complete team, the complete unit. You get what I'm saying? The LaMarcus Aldridge thing is, winding down. I don't know what we're going to do with him. Are we going to trade him? Are we going to let him walk? What are we going to do? But, he's kind of over the hill as far as being, a focal point in the offense. And him and DeRozan didn't really mesh well either way. So those two guys are going to put the Spurs over the top, okay? Not this juncture of their career. So when you think of that, you think about us not being able to beat the Lakers, and then you still got the Warriors, and then Houston, although they may break that up. As of right now, Houston is solid. OKC was solid. The list goes on and on. And with the Spurs having young talent and not necessarily talent that's ready now, for instance, Derek White playing better, improving, not ready now. Keldon Johnson, big potential, not ready now. And that doesn't necessarily match with where DeRozan is in his career. So the chances of him leaving is, starting to rise. Not necessarily because he hates San Antonio, not necessarily because it's not a good place to be, but because he probably at 30, 31 years old wants to win a championship. So Spurs got to keep that in mind and do what's best for the organization, even though it may not seem that way. So Kuzma will have a lot of upside on the Spurs. Have a time for growth, have time to work with Chip England, have time to work with Pop and the coaching staff and get to know the organization. This could be huge. And, you know, he may mesh well with a Derek White, with a Murray, with a Keldon Johnson. You still got Lonnie Walker. So the Spurs will have a really good mix of youthful talent. And we still don't know who they're picking up at number 11. So you have to really consider trading DeRozan, because the Spurs really have a youth movement, especially if we get someone killer in the draft. And I don't know, as of this video, you know, if we trade Aldridge and get a higher pick or something like that, that would be great. But, you know, as of right now, it feels like, and we don't know because the Spurs are so silent, it feels like they're headed for a rebuild, y'all. And I can't necessarily blame them, because we don't quite have the talent level to compete with these higher top tier teams at the moment. So with all that said, I'm thinking, y'all, we probably should go ahead and trade DeRozan, take a chance on a younger Kuzma, a younger player. You see what I'm saying? And it kind of works out, because by the time the Spurs youth movement is over and we're ready to compete again a couple years down the road, the Lakers will be slowing down by then. You get what I'm saying? LeBron will be aging by then, hopefully. Not hating on him, but you get what I'm saying? Like, goodness gracious, he has the fountain of youth over there. But, you know, so it's not like, you know, we're helping the Lakers, you know, a Laker team that's going to beat us for the next 6-7 seasons or something like that. So, I mean, I think it's a solid trade. It's something to definitely consider. If they don't do the trade, I'm not going to be incredibly disappointed. But if they do the trade, I can honestly say I understand their perspective. And it may be what's best for us down the road. Alright guys, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like this video, share. Don't forget to hit that sub button. And check out some of the other videos on the channel. Don't forget about the superhero playlist on the channel as well. We do cover hoops and heroes. So thanks for watching, guys. Can't wait to see what the Spurs do. Stay with your boy. Alright guys. Peace.